What'd you hit in warm-ups, and did it feel pretty good when you hit it?
Yeah, I've probably kicked more 60-yarders than anybody in NFL history, and I haven't made one yet. So, yeah, obviously it's finally good to finally make one, knowing that I have that capability to make that from that distance. So I wasn't making much further, maybe 65, but. So.
Brandon, what's the feeling in the locker room? You guys were 7-6, and put yourself in a pretty good position, and obviously now won't be going to playoffs and another losing season. What's just the feeling right now in the locker room?
Yeah, obviously it's disappointing. I think it's, six years now missing the playoffs. You know, when you lose a lot of division games, it doesn't help. It's what we've done the past bunch of years. So, you know, we gave ourselves a chance. You know, we said at 7-6. Obviously, we didn't do enough to win enough games down the stretch here.
You've been on teams that won, at least the last remaining guys on that Super Bowl team. Is it something you could put your finger on that why, when it got to that point, you guys couldn't close out this week, notwithstanding because of COVID, but the previous 2 weeks?
No, I get paid to kick balls, so I don't know how to put my finger on what the issue is. Unfortunately, it's not my job to do that.
How tough of a challenge was it for a lot of new guys on your kick coverage on the first kickoff and then the second one? Did you kick it where you wanted it to?
Yeah, the second kick was a bad kick by me. I was supposed to kick it to the right, more and higher. I think he caught it on the goal line, right on the hash. We're trying to kick it right. So it was a bad kick by me. I don't know what happened on really the first one, but it's tough. You know, obviously I would like to kick touchbacks and help make the game easy on that side. But like I said, that second kick was a pretty bad kick by me. But, you know, like you said, as young guys, you know, you like to, it's their first chance, some of them it's first chance to play and stuff. You know, just, you got to figure out the best way to, you know, get the guy down if, you know, I don't execute what I'm supposed to do.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon.
You guys started talking about your goals in April. This team does like each other. To be sitting here, no playoffs after you had that right in front of you at 7-6, kind of how do you articulate what's gone on this afternoon?
I would say that, you know, it shows improvement from last year. Obviously, last year, late in the season, we weren't even really playing for playoff contention. But it also is disappointing, honestly. We got to figure out a way to get into the playoffs. That's the biggest thing. It's kind of a stepstone, right? You get into the playoffs, then you focus on the Super Bowl, things like that. So, I mean, all the focus is on us. We got to figure out how to win these games. So,
does the overall disappointment cut a little deeper because you were 3-0 and you were 6-5 compared to the first 2 years you were here?
A little bit, and I mean, in my opinion, we started off 3-0. We should have been 3-0. I felt like we had a good team, a better team than the teams that we were playing, and then we got against some tougher teams, and we got some, we lost some. So the biggest thing is, like, you get in some of these games that are tight games or games like this, and that we feel like we should win. We got to pull those out, and it just feels like we haven't answered the bell in that aspect this year, and that's on us. That's on the players. We gotta figure out how to do that. So.
You had some good drives, some 70-plus yard drives, but still only 13 points. Kind of what's the disconnect between getting yards and not being able to cash in and finishing with an ultimate intensity? Yeah,
the disconnect is scoring in the red zone. I mean, I think we got down there 3 times. I don't know, I might be wrong in this, but we got there 3 times and didn't have a touchdown. It was kind of empty drives, maybe a field goal. But I think that's the biggest disconnect. We got to score in the red zone, not field goals, but touchdowns, and I think that's really important. And we didn't answer that bell this game, so that's the biggest thing.
The first meeting was the Chargers. The offense seemed to be clicking a little bit more. What was the biggest difference on today's game?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
On the first game, the first meeting was with the Chargers. The offense seemed to be clicking since the start. What do you think was the biggest difference on tonight's game?
We just didn't play as clean tonight. We had some mental errors. We had some formation errors. We had some errors tonight, and we got to clean that up. We got to have better communication, better everything from top to bottom. So I think that was the biggest thing.
You run that gadget play at the goal line. How much of a momentum shift was it that it didn't work and you came up empty on that drive?
Yeah, that's a tough one. It was there. It was open. It was a well-designed play. I was more focused on the 2 plays prior. Got stuffed in the red zone. I mean, I think it was on the 2-yard line. Some people, I mean, you kind of look to that gadget play, but I look at the 2 plays before that where we didn't punch it in. So wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough.
You were pretty frustrated during that timeout. Mm-hmm. Was there something that got you upset?
We didn't convert. We got until 4th and 2, and we started down there on first and goal from the 2-yard line. So to me, that just doesn't cut it, and that's on me. That's on all of our guys to be better. So it's motivating for me. I'll go back to the film and see what I can do better, and try to fix it this week. I'm not gonna, lay down on the rest of the season. We got one more game with the Chiefs, and we're gonna be looking to win that. So.
Thank you, Noah.
Thanks, guys.
Jonas, were you the one with the helmet today calling the defense for you guys?
Yeah, I was. It was definitely a little different, but I think as the game got going on, I think I got more accustomed to it, and I think that it started flowing a lot better.
What was it like, Jonas, going through a week of basically no practice? Guys say there's no excuse, but what was it like this week, given what's happened to the roster?
I mean, you go into the game with no excuses, but I think it was definitely a little different with everything virtual, with everything on Zoom, and we had a few walkthroughs, but we didn't really have much practice. But I think it was pretty difficult, but we got to overcome it.
Do you feel like after that first drive that you guys had kind of found a rhythm a little bit defensively in the first half, and then kind of what changed?
For sure. I would definitely say after that first drive, we kind of settled in. Coach started getting us in the right position. He had some right position before that, but I would say, we started getting settled in, things like that, and everything started flowing better.
They went 7 of 13 on 3rd down, about 3.5 quarters. What was the key for them on converting some of those plays?
I think they had good execution. I think that was the big thing for them, just calling the right plays and executing the right way.
How much just of a springboard has this been for you to kind of get in these last 3 weeks? Potentially another chance next week to kind of get your feet wet.
It's been huge for me. I'm not taking any opportunity for granted, and I love every opportunity that I get, that the coaching staff gives to me. I'm just happy that they trusted me with this position.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.